say it like this, people. Crazy, right? You look at any of my past stuff I told you about, just crazy. Yep. It's always been crazy, dude. It's always been intimidating, scary. It's been traumatizing. It's always been traumatizing. And the reason why is that we looked at that, right? Because look, we got that. We got so many things going on right here, but like we also have this. See how we have that? We just have this. And we know some 2D games that came out, right? Of course we know some 2D games that came out. We know 2 of them that came out, okay? We know that Sonic is sharp. We know that Mario, right? We even know that Wanderer takes his sword and shines a beam, right? We even got this. I keep telling about the Pokemon thing of this. There's the whole Star Fox thing too, you know. There's plenty of examples, you know. There's Ocarina of Time's Deku plants is just like a common kind of thing. There's a ton of them. It's very repulsive. What makes it repulsive is how many times. I mean, when you think like you could think about like Xenosaga, right? You could think Xenosaga because they got sharp beak enemies, right? You could think about you could even go the Pokemon route if you really wanted to. You know, take the eyes out of Skarmory, the Silver Bird, Iron Steel Pokemon. Take its eyes out, you know. Lugia, right? Lugia. You could go all the way to it goes ridiculously far. You know, early Yoshi designs, right? Early Yoshi designs. You could go to it's a very like mean thing because it's in multiple games. Like even the idea of when you're playing Day of Reckoning, which is a wrestling game, you can still make this pointed edge thing. They have a system that you can make a pointed edge thing like that. You have oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. You got the bird, the birds in Chow Garden. You know, you got So when I saw the bird in Pikmin, the bird that they had chose for it, I was like, oh gosh. And then you know, as we look at this too, there's that right there. Yeah. So it's not just like talking about like, you know, there's a ton of beak type enemies. You know, there's that Atlas game that was on the GameCube, which is a very, very creepy, very good game, very creepy, you know, where you get to customize and do all kinds of things with that. You have just like many things. You have a oh my gosh, you have Final Fantasy, of course. You have Final Fantasy 8. You have you have 6 6. You have that, you know, you have the ores, the creepy squirrel ores. You have all the skells in Xenoblade. You know, you got the skells. You got I haven't done really that much research, but you have like oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. You got the birds. Don't forget about the crazy owl birds that you fight in Xenoblade. Those things. You have just like an overwhelming, just very overwhelming. You have harpies, right? You got bird people. Remember when we all just got the bird up Yu-Gi-Oh cards and it was like bird up, but there was something to that. You got Wind Waker, of course, you know. You got and The haunted thing, I feel like the haunted thing behind this thing too, because there's a lot of haunted things to it. Like I told you, there's a ton of like it growing and all kinds of stuff. I feel like the haunted thing about it is like trying to get more information to not kill what else I see of it, you know. Um, there's a what the heck is that crap? There's even like, you know, I mean, Spyro. Come on, Spyro having pointy horns, but like not just even Spyro. There's gosh, dude, Jack and Daxter. You know, fighting with a wrench, right? Uh, oh my gosh, dude, there was. Oh yeah. There was that. There was also the stupid fact of, don't forget, we have a Pokemon cartoon show. You know, we have Furry Attack, right? Furry Attack. You know, just beak after beak. We have oh yeah, the transformation, like Star Fox Zero's transformation of the ship turning into a raptor. A raptor. Yep. We got we got a lot of so messed up. Matrix. Yeah, we have Matrix 2. Matrix 2 with the sword. Yeah, we just have a lot of things going on behind this thing. That's why you have the Matrix video games, you know. You got the Matrix angle I like too, by the way, because that's like an angle that I talk about. I mean, and you even think about when you're fighting the lizards in the second level, when Link's like fighting lizards with sharp, pointy swords. You got all the spiders. If you really want to go into that, you got a ton of spiders. You know how many spiders there are in video games. You got oh yeah, mentions of piercing. You know, like piercing bullets, right? Isn't that a funny one too? That one kind of creeps you out because you're just playing a shooter game, but then you're just like, oh, it's a bullet that pierces, you know, because that's what many bullets do. But then they put the specific description of a bullet piercing, and that's kind of what it is too. It's kind of like the odd hint, you know, over and over again, kind of like an odd hint. You even like look at this game, and this game's just like I can't. This game likes pointing out to this, but it also has like the sharp view, just taking this head, and just cutting it from the frame, you know, and that's how you get to all this stuff over here. There is a. Is there? Oh yeah, there was a. Pixar's Bugs Life, the ants, right? But there was the I mean, Kazooie is an easy one. That's an easy one, Kazooie. I don't even like the broom. The broom really creeps me out in Banjo-Kazooie, like when you go see the broom. Even when you're just like looking at his coat, you see like a foot right there. You know, the heals are always going to be important because of Maya, right? Sharp points. You know, you can kill somebody with a heal, of course. There's the... daggers. Yeah, there's daggers. Oh, yeah. Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, which people were, you know, they were really trying to be critical towards that game. But if you remember, the Maiden teams up, right? So the Maiden ends up teaming up with a thief that has a dagger knife. Fire Emblem talks a lot about daggers, okay? Because even in the Game Boy Advance, they talk about daggers. And then you get to the Fire Emblem Three Houses. What's the beginning cinematic? Oh, that's right. A knife, that violent like knife fight. So there's there's movies too, right? You got West Side Story where they're dancing around in a circle, dancing at each other with knives. Yeah. Yep. They got, like a knife battle. And yeah. Uh the sharp beaks to like also show you stuff like that. And I think like Xenoblade X, the way that they did that cover title was very good. Just to do it like that, to have the cover title be at the very bottom, to have a plant with a sharp point like that. That's why I go to the Monster Hunter thing too, because Monster Hunter, you're getting poisoned, right? But like poison ivy, right? Then we get it to Batman, right? Of course we get into Batman. Batman has pointy ears, right? But like the poison, the whole emphasis behind poison and everything. You got Weedle with his stupid. You got Weedle with his stinger. Kakuna is amazing. Kakuna's art design is great. Has just a bunch of things that you think about. It has like the bent in neck, has the two arms being like a sharp point. You think about bees, some games just like having bees. Conker's Bad Fur Day likes to have the bees where you have to steal their honey, So they have like things they work around using comedy. But you're going to like get the honey, get back the honey to the bees. You got the it warps your brain kind of because there's almost like there's so many examples. Assassin's Creed, jumping off, having the blades underneath the sleeve. Yeah, underneath the sleeve. Yep. That's why I have like this whole thing behind clothing when I talk about clothing. I even like looking up at this thing. See this? That's why I always talk about bent and how bent has like these odd shapes. The point. That's why I like to talk about bent. Fee. Yeah, Fee. Fee just going way too fast in the air. Just like feet, sharp feet, right? This game is hilarious because with its energy bar, it has it right there, Now 3, that's why I keep always talking about 3, because you see, like we went to that energy bar, okay? So we just simply went to this energy bar, pointed to this, right? And then we went back down here, and then we got a whole entire like leg, kind of like just like the like the we got Scyther, right? But then we got like the whole blade, the blade poker from spiders, all kinds of different things, like. And Demi Kids has kind of a way of showing about the son of a gun. What's the most complicated? The pug that rips heads off of its own mate. Green Hornet, Yeah, Green Hornet. Yeah. All right. We'll get back to this, of course. But, oh, yeah. Don't you like how it just has to be like a flap? That's messed up. Not at the same time of it not only just being this, there has to be a flap somewhere, It has to be